Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a twin flame energy update. So this is a twin flame reading for the Twin Flame Collective. Now, many of you know that a few days ago, I actually did a pick a card style twin flame reading video. So if you would like some more specific messages for this week, you may find that video beneficial if you haven't checked it out yet. But I wanted to continue doing regular updates for the collective as well as those more specific pick a card style videos. So be sure to let me know in the comments which style video you prefer, or if you like some of each. I'll probably just continue to mix it up every once in a while, doing some regular twin flame energy updates and some more specific pick a card style videos. So I'm beginning today, as I usually do, by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. By the way, I do apologize. In one of my last videos, I said that I was going to link the decks that I use in these readings, and I forgot to do that. But I did do so in my last pick a card reading video, and I will under this video as well. So if you would like to check out the 3 main decks I use during these readings on Amazon, I do now have links to those decks in the description box. So to kick off this reading, I wanted to let you guys know that as I was meditating in preparation for reading for you today, the word balance kept coming out, and specifically things are coming into balance, this kind of message of reassurance. And I also saw the number 1212 earlier, so I am just going to look up that number really quick to see if I can channel any specific messages from this. So the message says 1212 is a word of encouragement in life and empowerment to achieve your dream life, the life of your dreams. Empowerment, self-empowerment. That's kind of what I'm hearing through this message, and really the importance of self-empowerment that is a daily practice for us as twin flames. Because the challenging thing about the twin flame connection, well, I should say, both the challenging and beautiful thing about this form of soul connection is that it requires radical self-love, self-acceptance, self-empowerment. And as I was just saying that, the card, the Magician and the Mirror came out, guys, which is so synchronistic, because this is the card that I associate with twin flame connections coming into balance. And I'm saying it's synchronistic since we just spoke on balance, things coming into balance. But as I was saying, the reason this radical self-love, self-empowerment is so vital, especially within the twin flame connection, is because this connection doesn't operate like traditional non-twin flame love or romantic connections. In most relationships or romantic relationships we experience, we overgive a lot of times of ourselves, our time, our energy in order to get back something in return from our partner. However, in a twin flame connection, the more we give to ourselves, the more we focus positively within ourselves, the more we empower ourselves from within, the more this connection strengthens on the external. So it's deeply connected to our own spiritual growth, evolution, self-empowerment, and journey of radical self-love and self-acceptance. I just felt guided to share a little bit about that there. So as I'm continuing to shuffle these cards to bring forth a few initial messages, if you would like me to read specifically for you and for your situation, please give the video a thumbs up, because by liking the video, you are sending your energy to me wherever you are, whenever you are watching this reading. and one card just flew out there. I'll try to get a few more. Also, be sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that you have your notifications turned on so that you get updated whenever I post new readings and updates for twin flames worldwide, because we are on this journey together. I love this beautiful space we are creating here on YouTube, and I'm so grateful to each of you who is part of this beautiful community. Now, I do have 3 cards here pulled initially. By the way, if these messages do resonate with you, the extended version of this reading with more details and specifics will be linked in the pinned comment under this video. So the first card that came out here is Patience, and I instantly heard this card connected to the Magician and the Mirror, things coming into balance, having patience with the way in which, or the timing in which, things are coming into balance. For some reason, I'm literally seeing a mirror or a reflection or someone looking in the mirror, if that connects with one of you. In the love word scramble, the word dance came out, and also the word mile. With the word mile, I heard something about the miles between us. There could be someone I'm connecting with here who is reflecting on or thinking on the geographical distance that exists right now between them and their person. As always, though, be sure to really get in touch with your own intuition during these readings, because I do channel a lot of very specific messages for specific people who will be drawn to this video. Now, Blossoming Abundance in the reverse position came out. This is the number 3 card, so you might be seeing some of the number 333. I am actually going to read a little bit from the guidebook about this card, just to see if we can channel some messages from there. This card reversed reveals a potential decrease in money, with the coins falling from the garden and out of sight. It may feel as though cash is slipping through your fingers like water. Be conscious and responsible. Take action to plant new seeds. Nurture your garden with patience and clarity. Once again, that patience word coming out here. Now, for some of you, this might apply literally to money. However, oftentimes I take this card to apply to anything important to you that feels as though it's slipping through your fingers, that energy of trying to hold on to something that is being or perceived to be lost. And specifically in the context with this twin flame connection, I'm sensing someone who has felt in the recent past or even the present as though something about this person, this connection, this situation is spiraling out of their control, slipping through their fingers, like almost like you are slipping through my fingers, is what I hear this person saying. And I hear the message here of have patience with the way in which and the timing in which this connection is coming into balance. I do feel this person intuitively senses when they are really connected to themselves through meditation, or really in those moments of peace and stillness. I feel this person can sense that things are coming into balance, because I feel the person I'm connecting with is very intuitive, very spiritually connected. However, at times I do feel there's something that causes this person to doubt or get kind of pulled out of that peaceful knowing energy. I want to know what that is. Why does this person at times get pulled out of their knowing or their trust in the timing of this coming into balance within this connection? Angel of Love in the upright position. I hear someone saying, I'm learning my worthiness of love. There could be someone who at times, and I also heard unconditional love. At times, this person might be struggling to, in the physical 3D world, to fully connect with the truth of this unconditional love. I spoke in a podcast video I uploaded 2 days ago on twin flames and deal breakers. And if this is connecting with you, you might find that podcast interesting as well, because we really dove into how twin flame love is so different from all other forms of love connection and from many of the ways in which society sees love. And I spoke even on my Instagram, which is at Magnetize Yourself. If you do want to follow me there, I spoke in the caption of my most recent post about how unconditional love is a concept, a term we often toss around within society, but that very few of us, and really mostly those of us who are twin flames awakening to this connection, are beginning to understand. And The difficult thing I feel like this person here I'm connecting with is learning how to fully love with no strings attached through the experiences they're sharing in the physical with their twin flame at this time. Now, I am going to get into more specifics in the extended on exactly how this situation is playing out, what the so-called strings attached were that are being released, how this person is learning unconditional love through this connection. All of those questions will be answered in the extended version, but for now, I do want to go ahead and move on to this second card that I pulled in the initial spread, which is adjacent possibilities in the reverse position. So I am going to start off here by reading a little bit about this adjacent possibilities card reversed. This card is warning you to be careful not to miss an unknown opportunity because you're too married to your agenda. It's also asking you to turn inward with a willingness to shake up your old unhealthy patterns and inner habits. This is fascinating. So the card or the line that stood out in that kind of message there is, don't miss an opportunity because you're too married to your agenda. For some reason, I do feel that for some of you, this could apply literally to some kind of marriage or divorce that either you or your person is going through right now, but that will only apply for a select few of you. For most of you, I feel this is a metaphor, a marriage to an agenda, metaphorically speaking, feeling committed, overcommitted to some kind of ego-based plan. I just heard unconsciously ego-based, so you might not really be realizing that this plan is created from ego. It might just be kind of how you wanted things to go or how you thought things are going to go. But I do feel that you're being guided to release your specific expectations and timelines. There's something very specific about timelines here within this connection. I want to know what agenda this person we're connecting with here was attached to or married to. What agenda was this person overly attached to? Cornucopia in the upright position, connecting to wishes fulfilled, some kind of vision. I heard you're going to get what you want, but not in the way that you expect. I feel like for many of you, it's like you were given a vision with this person that you're dealing with. And this vision itself is divine. It is your divine path to manifest this vision with this person here on earth. However, I feel that somehow someone's ego or logical mind could have gotten mixed up in the actual, I just heard like action steps toward this vision or how things were going to come about. It's like the vision itself was actually soul created, soul intended, divine, meant for you and for your person. But the way in which you get there is something that you can't know. It's like that information is hidden from you because a key part of this journey and the evolution that happens through this journey is very deeply interconnected with the path itself. It's like the unfolding of the path before you without knowing it in advance, if that makes sense. And as I was saying all of that, man holding a heart reversed and rest and rejuvenation in the upright position came out here. So whoever I'm connecting with here, I feel that you're being guided to release your attachment to the external in this situation and shift your focus within yourself, which was actually a very strong theme that I really vividly recall coming out in one of my groups in the Pick a Card reading as well. And it's something that we spoke on in the podcast recently as well too, which is releasing your fixation on the external circumstances of this connection and returning your positive focus within yourself. Now, I always say this, but the single most best way to shift your focus in a powerful way from the 3D, from the external to the internal, the inner world, the spiritual, is subliminal meditation. Now, subliminal meditation has two components to it, both, of course, having a meditation practice, a 15 to 20 minute block of time, preferably in the morning, that you set aside to focus or fixate on your inner world, cultivating your inner world, clearing your energy. And the second component, of course, is using some kind of sound therapy tool, which for me, the most powerful tool I have ever used during a meditation practice is Subliminals, which is why I create them myself and recommend them so passionately, because I hear stories all the time from many of you in the comments here and on my Instagram, and who message me saying that listening to Subliminals has helped you to shift your energy in such a powerful way. I've seen some of you describe it as equivalent to taking an energy bath, cleansing, clearing your energy. And it's something you can literally feel even after just meditating with them for a few days. You begin to notice that after meditating with Subliminals, your energy feels clearer, your vibration feels higher. You become consciously aware of that. So on my website, 𝘲𝑢𝑛𝑑𝑠oulful.com, I've created 100, or really now more than 100, I think it's getting closer to 150 Subliminals for all areas of life. So regardless of what about your life you are trying to manifest, to transform, whether it's something related to the physical, finances, career, a business endeavor, your physical appearance, or whether it's related more specifically to a love connection or even your twin flame path specifically, I do have Subliminals for literally anything you could really imagine, and I am creating more of them all the time. So you can combine any of these Subliminals you're seeing here on the screen into your very own custom playlist. So for twin flames specifically, I would most highly recommend my 7 chakra twin flame clearing subliminal, because this is the most comprehensive subliminal I've created for twin flames. It is designed to uproot any negative limiting beliefs that are stored within any of the 7 chakras in your energy body. And at the same time, simultaneously, this subliminal is planting positive, powerful, magnetic new ideas about yourself, about your twin, about this connection generally, and unconditional love in general. You are literally downloading unconditional love into your consciousness, integrating it into your subconscious, which of course it's the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts. So even though we often aren't consciously aware of these thoughts, of these belief patterns, you know they exist because you see the ways they continue to play out in patterns, negative, unwanted patterns in your life or in your relationships. So reprogramming the subconscious mind through Subliminals is like the back door to manifestation. It is the fastest and most powerful way to radically transform your thoughts, therefore transforming your energy and radically shifting everything you attract back and manifest in your life and relationships. So the link to this Twin Flame 7 chakra clearing is in the pinned comment and description box. I will also leave links in those spaces to any other subliminals I recommend during the course of this reading. And by the way, you can try out any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days by creating a free trial account on my website. So just moving along here to this third card we pulled initially, this is the thinking man in the upright position. I had a feeling this card was going to come out. This is connected to, of course, the divine masculine in the twin flame connection, and I most closely associate this card with actually referring to a divine masculine's ego. So I'm strongly feeling as though there could be in this situation a divine masculine who is going through some kind of an ego death experience, which is very thematic of things that have been coming out in the collective energies over the course of the last few months. So I feel that taking this message kind of all in all, patience, adjacent possibilities reversed, and the thinking man upright, I'm seeing an overarching message of be patient. Release your attachment to the timeline you may have pre-created from a space of trying to control the outcomes, or really not even the outcomes, but the actual path to the outcomes. hold fast to your vision, but release attachments to how and when it happens within this connection. And also be patient with the divine masculine who is in the process of this intense spiritual awakening, ego death, releasing his ego and the facets of his life that have been built up through this dominance of ego in his past. So I do want to see if I can get more specific information on this thinking man in the upright position. So let's just go ahead, and since this was applying to the divine masculine, let's just go ahead and dive into the divine masculine side of things. So what is going on with the divine masculine in the 3D physical world at this time? So as I was beginning to shuffle, the cards or the words slowly, one, and movie came out in the word scramble. I'm getting someone could have gone on a date to see a movie or something like that. However, another thing I heard when I saw the words movie slowly, I actually heard moving slowly. So I feel that there could just be an energy of perceiving that the divine masculine is moving slowly in the physical. However, I do feel that putting these time labels on things slowly, quickly, this is all really, of course, coming from our own ego, our own concept of time, because time doesn't really exist on a spiritual level. But I do see that in the physical world, someone is perceiving the divine masculine to be moving slowly. With the word one, I heard something along the lines of like, I know you're the one, but I'm moving slowly, just kind of connecting all of those messages, if that resonates with anyone listening. So I'm shuffling the cards just to clear out all of the previous energies. And I do just want to know what is going on with this divine masculine in the physical 3D world. Community in the upright position. For some reason I heard putting down roots. And I heard this masculine saying, I want to put down roots with you. I want something real with you. But I don't know if this is something he's communicating in the physical. Let's get some more details on this. I'm going to read a little bit about this card to see if I can channel more specifics for you here. Connection with kindred spirits. When this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. Could indicate a celebration of some kind. For some reason, I also heard breakthrough, growth, breakthrough, putting down roots. I almost feel as though this could be something happening more energetically. I want to see if I can still get more details about this card. What is going on? How is this masculine putting down roots? Rest and rejuvenation in the upright position. I feel that this putting down of roots could actually be happening through this masculine's intensifying of his spiritual awakening process right now. It's almost like by connecting with his inner world and awakening. And as I was saying that, carrying connections reversed came out here. I feel like through this intensification of this masculine spiritual awakening, he is energetically like laying the groundwork for the future of this connection. Storm warning in the reverse. I just heard I want to create something together that can withstand the storms. But then woman holding a coin in the upright position came out, but I'm still in the process of resolving potentially some kind of karmic pattern. Again, this could be hearkening back to the presence of some kind of divine feminine or like a feminine karmic in this masculine's life. This could be a mother, a sister, a friend who is a feminine energy. This could also be a feminine karmic, but this won't apply to everyone, just some of you. If that does resonate with you, I will channel specifics on who this female feminine karmic energy is and potential letter initials that could be connected with her in the extended version of this reading, which is again linked in the pinned comment. But with this storm warning card reversed, I'm hearing almost this like protection, divine protection of this twin flame connection, what we often don't realize as twin flames is oftentimes when things don't work out the way that we want them to, this is actually a form of protection. It is the divine forces guiding our life, protecting our twin flame connection, essentially preserving it for the future. I'm hearing that there was some situation of like, again, because we already spoke to what I felt for many of you will be a divine feminine who felt as though things weren't happening quickly enough or on her timeline or in the way that she wanted them to. However, on this other side, I'm seeing if they didn't happen the way that you wanted them to, I'm seeing this was a form of divine protection. Storm warning reversed, it's like this was preserving us or keeping us from being destroyed in this storm. And also I see this masculine on the other side of this saying, I long to create something stable with you. I just keep seeing a tree with very deep roots. And right now I see this masculine laying down the roots invisibly. So I feel that you, or I keep saying you, I know many of you listening are divine feminine predominantly, but there are some divine masculines as well listening to this reading. But when I see this tree, I see this masculine metaphorically putting down the roots for this connection by going within himself, by continuing to allow this spiritual awakening to unfold. And it's like ultimately for the purpose of growing this strong, sturdy tree that will be able to withstand future storms. It's like this inward journey he is on that may be at the moments looking like some kind of a physical 3D disconnect between you emotionally, physically, or mentally, is actually laying down the roots for this metaphoric tree of a connection in your physical world that will be able to withstand the test of time. Now, as I was speaking on that, walking away in the reverse came out, as well as magician in the mirror upright again. Once again, this card coming out, reminding us, reassuring us, things are coming into balance. With walking away reversed, this is really interesting. I just heard, I never wanted to walk away, but I need to balance out. Things need to come into balance. I feel like this masculine almost, there could be someone who has a sense of chaos or has felt chaotic within themselves and had this unconscious awareness that they needed to come into a balance within themselves before being able to sustain this connection. The garden and the gate reversed. I'm actually going to read a little bit about this card just to see if I can channel anything else about this situation. Expect the unexpected, for joyous synchronicity abounds. I'm almost feeling as though there could be some unexpected positive outcome coming soon or some breakthrough happening that the divine feminine may not be expecting. I'm getting a very powerful energy from this card. I do want to reshuffle in most of the cards that we were pulling just to give us a clearer picture of what's going on here. But just to reiterate, we have walking away in the reverse, magician in the mirror upright, and the garden and the gate reversed. And kind of taking these all together, I'm seeing with walking away reversed, it's like, I hear two messages. One, I hear a masculine saying, I never wanted to walk away. The country France came out in the word scramble, by the way. I never wanted to walk away, or I never wanted you to walk away, whatever could have caused some disconnect in someone's connection physically, mentally, or emotionally. However, I see this person on a soul level saying, but I feel I had to, in order to come into balance within myself and to allow this connection to balance out. That second message I actually hear coming from like a higher self, a soul level, looking at this connection saying this sacred space of disconnect or separation is actually necessary in order to bring us into greater balance and harmony. And then with the garden and the gate reversed, I hear this message to the divine feminine from the masculine of like, expect the unexpected, which I know is kind of a vague message there, but I do feel that something positive is on the way. There's something huge that I feel shifting, and specifically something that's going to come into this divine feminine's life, or a breakthrough she's going to experience that I feel she wasn't expecting. Because I hear the word hopeless. It's like, I feel that if you are a divine feminine listening to this, there may be many of you who feel a bit hopeless about certain aspects of your situation with your masculine, but I do feel that if that is you, there is something positive and unexpected coming for you. I do want to see if I can get more details on what that might be. The words tears and pleasure came out, And also the word quarter. So what I'm hearing is like your tears will be turned into pleasure. Your tears will be turned into joy through some kind of breakthrough or positive outcome. I feel like this is a kind of predictive, futuristic message. With the word quarter, this could be happening then by the end of the quarter or the end of the season. So possibly around the beginning of September or the end of September, sometime in the month of September. I want to see if I can get details on this. So what is this unexpected event for the Divine Feminine, or this breakthrough? What is this breakthrough happening within the next few months? Storm warning in the reverse position came out again. I just heard the storms will clear. The storms will clear. What storms will be clearing in the next few months? Anxiety in the reverse. So I know that many of you listening have been experiencing or processing intense feelings of anxiety. And I feel that if that is you, if that's something that you're experiencing, know that you are coming out. I just heard like coming out of the fog, coming out of the haze, coming out of this period of anxiousness and worry. What is this feeling of anxiousness that this Divine Feminine is coming out of? Journey in the reverse. I do feel that this situation of anxiety that someone could be coming out of here might be directly related to something that happened in the past, possibly the recent past, a situation in which one of you walked away, or there was a perceived leaving, a perceived walking away, a perceived disconnecting that led to feelings of anxiousness and worry. If this has happened to you recently, I do feel this situation clearing out. It's like we had to experience this temporary disconnect in order to lay down these energetic roots, going back to that tree metaphor, to create something that could withstand the storms, withstand the test of time. And in order to actually, ironically, ultimately deepen our connection. Yeah, deceit in the reverse position. Wow, guys, very positive, powerful messages coming through, coming out of a period of storms, a period of anxiety, a period of deceit, which could literally mean feeling like you've been lied to, feeling confused, feeling doubt. I just see all of these cycles being broken, all of these cycles ending. I don't think I've ever pulled 4 cards that have felt more like a powerful positive shift than these 4 I have here. Storm warning, anxiety, journey, and deceit, all in the reverse position. This is really speaking to me. It's like all of these things in your mind that you're perceiving to be negatives, to be confusing, I see them all being reversed, being like cycles, negative cycles that you're going to be breaking out of. Let's see if we can get some specifics on this. So when will these negative cycles be broken out of? When are we going to be breaking out of these negative cycles? Peaceful resolution. Let's see if we can get a literal time frame card here. When are we going to be breaking out of these negative cycles? Be assertive. And what I heard with that be assertive card is 2 things. 1, remain clear on your vision. And 2, keep your mind tightly closed to negative or doubtful influences that could potentially cause you to feel, I just heard, to spin you back into these negative cycles. I do feel like this could be referring to literally other people in your life who could cause you to feel negative about this connection or to be doubtful at times. Who are these people that are causing doubts or confusion? Can I have more information about this situation? Hostilities. I just heard opinions of others causing inner conflict. So there could be someone connecting with this reading who it's like, maybe you talk to someone about your twin flame connection and they put this or implant this negativity in your mind about it because they don't understand it. And this might send you into a into an inner conflict. It's like an inner hostility, a fighting within yourself may cause you to feel really doubtful and confused. And I'm just hearing it's important for you to really protect your mind against negative or discouraging influences, to really radically trust yourself, what you know intuitively and what you feel. Woman holding a coin in the upright position. Once again, this card coming out here, I definitely feel as though there could be some kind of negative female or feminine influence on both sides of the situation, because we spoke earlier on potentially someone's divine masculine still breaking out of some cycle that involved some feminine or female influence in their life. However, on this side, I do feel him speaking to a divine feminine who also could have some woman feminine energy or person in their life who is somehow still, I just heard like controlling them, unconsciously controlling them. I feel like this person could just be like implanting doubt or negativity in their mind. And I just saw this person wearing a mask. So I feel this could be someone that you actually see as a friend or like a positive influence, but you have to be careful with this person, because I do feel that they may not even realize what they're doing, but I do feel that sometimes when they express their thoughts or opinions about your connection or something in your life, it could cause you to feel tension within yourself, to feel like you're fighting within yourself or suddenly really confused. I know that's kind of a vague message, but I do feel if that connects with you, you will intuitively know how it resonates. And I also feel that message won't be for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle the deck here. By the way, I do want to say that if you are dealing with any negative or discouraging influences, know that this is especially challenging for those of us who are highly empathic or who identify as empaths, because as highly sensitive people, you're actually more spiritually in tune, first of all, but also more in tune with the spiritual energies of others, even just the thoughts of others. So you unconsciously are picking up on because your mind is very, very receptive to these thoughts. You're unconsciously picking up on others' conscious and subconscious thoughts that they release out into the universe when you are with them. And these thoughts affect you much more greatly than others who are less sensitive or empathic. So it's especially important for you to find a way to clear out these thoughts from others that attach themselves to you, essentially these negative energies that unconsciously become attached to your aura, to your energy field, which is why I really recommend finding some kind of energy clearing or cleansing tool. Personally, I've found the most powerful tool for this is a 7-chakra clearing subliminal I've created. I started using this back in November simply to clear out other people's negative energies, even just planetary negative energy from my aura, to really get clear on my vision for myself and my life and to become magnetic for that vision. And since then, back then it was essentially when I started uploading on YouTube more regularly, and I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers in this community yet. And after listening to that subliminal consistently, I feel it is what allowed me more than anything else to really clear out my energy, to get clear on my vision, and to begin becoming truly magnetic for my soul's desires. So this again comes from my website, Sound and Soulful, and the link to this 7-chakra clearing is in the pinned comment and description box if you'd like to explore more about it. So as I was going to reshuffle the cards here, the door to value reversed came out. And we were speaking earlier on what situation was shifting. There was this huge shift taking place, an end to these cycles of deceit, anxiety, feeling a disconnect. All of these cycles are being broken, and I was getting more clarification on that. Door to value in the reverse. I just heard realizing what's really important. I do strongly feel this will resonate a lot for many of you on the divine masculine side, of the masculine truly awakening to his priorities, not his physical ego-based priorities, but his soul priorities. And as this happens, I do feel it will lead to a breaking of these negative cycles that have been perpetuated through this connection or have been brought to light, especially within the last 6 months or the last year. as I was saying that, the World card came out, expansion, opening up. So I see this zeroing in on what's really important, getting clear on priorities happening on the divine masculine side especially, and the World, it's like that energy of clarity, clearing out these old cycles, becoming clear on one's own soul priorities within this connection is going to lead to this expansion, to this opening up that manifests physically. And I hear that really emphasize that this is going to be something that happens in the physical world as well. The word year came out, so this could be something shifting in a powerful way by the end of the year. Time frame wise, I am getting that within a few months you may be able to start seeing these shifts, and by the end of the year I see this shifting in a very positive, powerful way that is very evident, very manifested. And of course, as I was shuffling, the yin yang card came out in the upright position. I never intended for this reading to be a predictive reading, like a forecast reading for twin flames, but I may have to put that in the title of the video because apparently that's what this is. I do see many twin flames experiencing some powerful shift that could lead to a breakthrough by the end of the year that is very evident in the manifested physical world. This could even be a reunion for some of you listening. I mean, this is just a powerful progression. Door to value reversed. I heard finally realizing what's really important. The World card upright, opening up, not just energetically, but in the physical, things moving forward, things manifesting. And then yin yang, it's like this coming into balance within the twin flame connection that I feel is going to be happening in a powerful way collectively, that of course then we are going to experience the effects of within our individual connections as well. But I do feel that this shift requires something of us in order to take place, because I just heard it's like we have the option to rise or the option to continue back into old cycles. I want to get more specifics on that because that is a really interesting channeled message coming through here. Okay, and right away, the thinking man upright and anxiety reversed. So I do feel, and we're just to re-clarify here, asking what's this shift that could be happening, this powerful shift happening collectively as twin flames by the end of the year, what it requires of us. And the thinking man here I see indicating a divine masculine still grappling with or working on releasing his ego or facets of his ego that have manifested in his physical life. And anxiety reversed, I heard this directed to the divine feminine. I almost hear this message here of divine feminine. As your divine masculine is continuing this process of spiritual awakening, releasing these remnants of his ego, it is vital for you to continue releasing your feelings of anxious attachment to outcomes, to timelines, to continue to trust. Like on the other side, as a polar opposite to anxiety, I hear the word trust. It's like release your feelings of anxiousness by trusting. And I know this is easier said than done. This is a very arduous task, but a very rewarding one. And this is what many divine feminines are actually dealing with. I know some of us are further along with this than others, just depending on where we are at personally within this journey. But collectively, as the divine feminine side of this twin flame connection, many of us have been working on releasing our feelings of anxiousness or over attachment to physical components, timelines, aspects of this connection, and learning to truly trust ourselves, to trust the process, to trust the universe, the divine timing of our life, and to trust our divine masculine and the timing of his spiritual awakening. And congruent to that, his awakening to this connection. Now, if you are a divine feminine struggling with this, the subliminal I would most highly recommend for you is called the Awakened Divine Feminine. Now, the reason I would recommend this so highly is because this subliminal is focused on fully releasing all of these doubts, insecurities, anxieties that prevent you as the divine feminine from fully stepping into your power. And by power, I don't mean power by force, but power that comes from effortless magnetism. That is the true divine feminine power. It is effortless. It is magnetic. You are magnetic effortlessly for your twin flame and for physical manifested reunion within this connection. All of those things are coming to you, and the only way we prevent them from coming is by thinking we have to force them into being or chase them into being. So this subliminal is really designed to help you fully come back to your power, come back home to yourself, feel fully confident and fully self-accepting, self-loving, which of course will shift the yin-yang dynamic, the divine feminine, divine masculine balance within your connection, and your twin flame masculine will instantaneously feel and respond to these shifts, respond to you coming back home to yourself, stepping back into your power. So the link to this subliminal, the awakened divine feminine, is linked under this video in the pinned comment and description box. But I do want to channel more specifics about this in the extended version of the reading. So in the extended, we will get into more about what exactly I feel intuitively this divine feminine needs to release in terms of anxiety, and what this divine masculine may be still dealing with in terms of ego. So those will be in the extended version of the reading if you'd like more details on that. So I want to close out this reading by getting some higher self-love messages from both the divine feminine and divine masculine side. So I'm going to begin by speaking to the divine masculine. So what does the twin flame collective divine masculine want to say right now to the divine feminine on a soul level? Okay, so 7th chakra in the reverse position, the crown chakra, connecting to spiritual awakening, this divine masculine's connection to the divine. I hear him saying, my eyes are fixed on you. There's something about the eyes in the image on this card really standing out to me. This masculine could be thinking about how beautiful he finds his divine feminine's eyes, or simply just this could be symbolic of the fact that he is very single-mindedly focused on the divine feminine, regardless of what is playing out in the physical world. I just heard, I'm more single-minded than you realize. Adjacent possibilities in the reverse. I heard I'm closing doors to all other options because there never were other options. I do feel that this could be confusing for a divine feminine because many divine feminines listening have dealt with karmic cycles, specifically in some cases involving third parties. But I do see this masculine, at least on an energetic level, saying, I am closing the doors to these situations. I just see like they're doors to nowhere. It's like you, divine feminine, I feel saw these as other options for him or other doors, but when he opens the door, it's just a wall. There's nothing there to walk through. And I feel that that's how this divine masculine on a higher self level sees this connection. It's like, yes, there are other doors, there are other options, but if I were to try to walk through those doors, I'd be walking right into a wall. There's really nothing behind those doors. There's nothing there. It's all an illusion. And I feel there's a divine feminine who needs to hear that. Like if it appears that there's other options besides this connection and the moving forward of this connection, that is an illusion. And thinking man reversed also came out here, just indicating the fact that this divine masculine's higher self is speaking to the intensification of the spiritual awakening that his physical self is experiencing in the 3D world. So I want to know more information on what this divine masculine is releasing in the physical world. What is this divine masculine releasing? Fourth chakra in the reverse position. I just got a wave of goosebumps turning over this card because, of course, the fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and reversed it shows or resembles a heart chakra blockage. So I see a masculine here saying, I am releasing the walls around my heart. I'm releasing the blocks around my heart. It's interesting because I just saw this visual of like this divine masculine's true soul, authentic self is within these walls. And I hear him like screaming, I love you, like trying to get out over these walls to get through to the divine feminine. But it's like he is being self-sabotaged, held back by the walls that are around his own heart. And those walls are breaking down. I see him even like trying to scale these walls, trying to climb over them. it's like these two aspects of himself fighting, the part of him that is afraid and the part of him that knows the truth of this connection. And I hear his higher self reassuring the divine feminine, saying, these walls that have prevented me from connecting with you in the past, like I've always wanted to, but been incapable of doing or been self-sabotaging in some way, those walls are coming down. And you can trust that. And then, of course, Magician in the Mirror in the upright position. This card came out so many times during this reading. Things are balancing. Things are coming into balance between us. Trust that. That is what I hear this divine masculine's higher self saying to the divine feminine. Now, if you would like more detailed love messages, I will be channeling more specific love messages in the extended, so the link to that is in the pinned comment under this video. But for now, I'm going to get into what the divine feminine wants to say on the other side of things. The word stomach came out in the word scramble, so there could be something specifically this divine masculine is also healing related to the solar plexus, because the solar plexus is located in sort of the upper stomach area. You know what, we'll just ask that really quick in the cards, because I am curious, how is this divine masculine shifting his solar plexus energy? What's going on in this masculine solar plexus? Fifth chakra in the upright position, connecting to communication. So I hear, because the solar plexus is connected to our core confidence, inner confidence, ability to set and hold strong boundaries by having a strong sense of self. And as I said sense of self, I heard spiritual awakening. I feel this masculine is developing a new sense of self through his spiritual awakening, but that right now his sense of self could still be a bit unstable. In fact, potentially more unstable than ever, because all of those things he thought he was, that he used to be or perceive himself to be, that life he built through the dominance of his ego, I feel is falling apart. And so now it's like through this spiritual awakening, all of those ego-based aspects of himself, his life, his relationships, his personality are falling away, are being pruned away from his life. And what he's left with is his true soul, authentic self. The self that connects effortlessly with the divine feminine as well, by the way. However, I feel this sense of self is still unstable because it's so new. It's like he's not used to being this true to himself, this soulful, this authentic. And so I do feel his sense of self stabilizing or beginning to stabilize. And the more this stabilizes, the more true confidence, core confidence he will feel within himself. And from that space of stable self-identity, stable, authentic self-identity and core confidence, he will then move into a space of more open communication physically within this connection, which I do feel is what the divine feminine desires from him. So now we're going to turn to the divine feminine and ask what the divine feminine's higher self wants to say to the divine masculine at this time. So what would the divine feminine's higher self say to the masculine if she could say anything? Door to personal healing and happiness in the reverse position. I am going to read a little bit about this card just to see how it connects with the reading. New beginnings in your personal life is the upright position interpretation of this card, but of course we have it here reversed. You may be feeling stuck where your personal intentions are concerned. Specific plans may be being blocked. I just heard divinely blocked. I feel like this is speaking to the divine protection taking place here that we spoke on earlier. How is this divine feminine being blocked or divinely protected? How is this divine feminine being blocked? The temple path reversed, speaking to our divine path, but here it's in the reverse position. Also interesting to note, this is the number 12 card, and I did speak on the numbers 12, 12 earlier in this reading. I just heard like your path is being protected. Almost like there could have been a situation, and I touched on this earlier, a situation where the divine feminine wanted things to work out a certain way, but if they would have happened in the way that she had wanted, somehow she would have, I'm hearing almost like, this is a very specific message, but almost like if it would have happened the way the divine feminine wanted it to, somehow down the line, this actually would have caused her connection to her masculine in the physical to completely like disintegrate, to fall apart, because something had to be like healed first or grounded first. And specifically, it's like, I'm getting the image again of that tree. It's like these energetic roots had to be laid down within this connection before it could be stabilized, before it was able to withstand these storms. Yeah, and as I'm shuffling, I'm getting woman holding a heart upright and the sun card in the upright position. So the sun represents new beginnings. So it's like what I'm seeing here is this divine feminine's higher self saying to her physical 3D self, the new beginning you desire within this connection is coming, but it's not coming the way you initially thought it was going to happen. Woman holding a heart upright, I heard taking back your heart, but I specifically heard that as taking back your power, and that somehow this is really essential for the stabilization of this connection. The word husband, time, and sum, S-U-M, came out if that connects to you in some way. I want to know how this divine feminine is taking back her power. How is this divine feminine taking back her power? Finances and career, as well as chemistry. So with finances and career, I'm hearing for some who are listening, there could be, for a divine feminine, a major shift or transformation happening in your work life, in finding your life purpose or beginning to work. I heard serve in that life purpose. So this could be some kind of service, whether it is creating content or information for other people, whether it's, for some reason I heard yoga specifically, whether it's like a creative thing. I feel that you are finding a way to serve humanity, to serve the planet through sharing some kind of gift. That won't be everyone, but I do hear that connecting specifically to some people. With the word chemistry, it says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And what I'm hearing is this shift of you taking back your power is increasing your magnetism, or really not increasing it, but removing all of the blocks, the things that were preventing you from effortlessly being magnetic for your twin flame, for this connection, because that magnetism is always there beneath the surface. We just, and through society's programming of us, we layer on these demagnetizing energies, these essentially energy blocks that prevent us from magnetizing our twin flame into our life. So I will be getting into more specific love messages from the divine masculine, as I said earlier, as well as the divine feminine in the extended. So if you are part of our Patreon community, you can head down to the pinned comment and finish the reading in the extended version of the messages. So for those of you who are stopping off here, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here today in this reading. I hope it was helpful for you and provided you some message of guidance, clarity, or inspiration. As always, be sure to use your own intuition in determining which messages are for you and which are for others. If you would like to go deeper, to truly take control of your own energy, to shift your energy in a powerful way by deeply reprogramming your subconscious mind, be sure to explore the subliminals I recommended in this reading, which, just to reiterate, were the 7 chakra twin flame clearing, my general 7 chakra clearing, and the awakened divine feminine. All of those subliminals are linked under this video in the pinned comment and description box. You can click any of those links and explore more of the energetic benefits I have infused into each subliminal. And of course, you can try out any subliminal I've created completely free for 7 days by creating a free trial account on my website, soundandsoulful.com. So thank you so much again for being here, and not just being here, but for literally co-creating all of these messages here along with me. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your week, and I will talk to you again in Friday's reading.